cannot be driven away by getting angry at it. No man can think clearly when his fists are clenched. Anger is a brief madness, so control your passion or it will control you. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. What is anger? Definition: psycho-biological emotional state consisting of feelings varying in strength from mild irritation or frustration to intense anger and rage, along with the activation of brain and arousal of the autonomic nervous system. Example: someone hurts your feelings and you cannot answer back. An angry person cannot think straight. Degrees of anger: 1 to 5 and 5 to 10. Combination of the brain and body. Anger situations understood through one's perspective. Anger can be creative or destructive. Example: someone can clean the house while others can break china. Beliefs about anger. Anger is bad, not healthy to be angry. Releasing anger helps me. Beliefs about anger impact trigger thoughts, which influence feelings, which in turn influence behaviors. Examples of anger stages. Level 0, person feels totally calm and relaxed. Level 5, person feels angry, not having fun. Level 8, person feels very angry and starts to hurt people. Level 10, person is very dangerous for himself and others. Anger management working definition. Anger management is the ability to recognize anger, to apply skills, and to have the ability to respond in a healthy and appropriate manner. For instance, when a person learns to be open, honest, and direct, the results are increased energy levels, built relationships, improved physical and mental health, and higher self-esteem. 3 ways of dealing with anger. There are 3 main methods of dealing with anger. First one, stuffing, escalating when anger rises, causing the person to explode. Third one, managing. Three types of responses to anger triggers. First one, emotional responses, feelings we experience in conflict. Examples: anger, fear, sadness, and confusion. Cognitive responses, our ideas and thoughts about conflict and inner thoughts or internal observation we have. Example: when you drive and someone cuts you off and you think badly of that person or that they are doing it to personally hurt you. Third one is physical responses, Responses such as heightened stress, where stress and anxiety management techniques are needed. Example, body tension, increased sweating, increased breathing, feeling sick, and fast heartbeat. There are 10 characteristics of people with anger problems. Low ability to handle frustration, judgmental and controlling attitudes, perfectionism, or nothing thinking, jealousy, can be possessive, poor communication, negative behavior, addictive personality such as drugs and alcohol, use anger as a way of feeling more powerful. Personal consequences of anger and stress: physical health, weakened immune system, reduced degraded reproductive hormones, increased weakness in heart system, mental health, become moody, increased negativity, increased anxiety and tension, increased learned helplessness, social and interpersonal, disruptive relationship which causes isolation, behavior, involvement with a criminal justice system. Unhealthy anger. Unhealthy anger is expression with the intent of punishing, hurting, getting back at, or something negative. This kind of anger is often experienced with great power and may include screaming and yelling. Physical expression of anger, violence or threats of violence, crying, manipulating, lack of trust, saying yes but acting no, or the silent treatment, anger that is held in until one needs to explode, is unhealthy anger. Example of unhealthy anger: putting someone down or being verbally abusive, fighting, hitting, kicking, punishing, or being damaging to self or others in some way. Healthy versus unhealthy anger. Healthy anger is appropriate to the situation and is not used to punish, hurt, get back at, intimidate, control, or manipulate the other person. It is verbally expressed, discussed, and released. Healthy anger is not stuffed down or ignored. When anger is expressed in, in a way that all allows us to communicate our feelings and opinions calmly or in appropriate way that helps us to change unfair situations or to solve problems, it is healthy. Example for healthy anger: using words to express our feelings, like your statement make me angry because, or I feel angry when you said. Calming techniques: take time out and change your environment, removing yourself from the source of reactivity allows for time to connect with the more involved brain. Reasonable, rational, and logical. Allows time for anger feelings to calm and subside. Example: go to the bathroom, take a walk, go to a cup of coffee, take a shower, read, listen to some music, go shopping, go do some exercise, or go to another building or another room. Feeling shame. Anger is a defense against shame. Shame is when you do not feel good about yourself, feel small, unacceptable, inadequate. Anger makes us feel big. Shame is characterized by hiding. Heal by coming out of hiding, safe place. Dysfunctional thinking, all or nothing attitude, over generalization. You always put me down, minimizing or magnification. Just because I did well on that test does not mean I am smart. Taking it personally. Example, a friend decides not to attend a meeting, you feel rejected. Emotional responding, I feel angry. This proves that I am being treated unfairly. Jumping to conclusion, a person sees two people whispering and assumes they are gossiping about him or her. Dysfunctional thinking continued. Labeling, he is a jerk. Mind reading, you should have known that I want to have a steak for my birthday dinner. Required special treatment, when someone does not say hello to me, they are rude. Have to be right. I have been doing this for 20 years, so I know what I am talking about. Working with dysfunctional thinking, I cannot stand it when someone gets angry with me. If I request something, it shows that I am weak. People won't like me if they see who I really am. Step 1. What thought do you have about an anger situation? How could you begin to think differently about this thought? Step 2. Healthier thought is, how can I think even better about this certain thought? Step 3. My even better thought is, my final healthy thought are now going to be. Positive self-talk and acceptance. Shame-breaking statements. Examples. I accept myself completely as an imperfect person, physical being, such as tall or short. I am secure in myself and confident in myself. I took responsibility for my own needs. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. To be honest, I accept each situation without stressful reactions. I forgive myself and others for certain chaos. How to reduce shame and be thankful. One does not have to be perfect or know everything, be right, nor always produce. Remember this statement: you are lovable simply because you breathe in and out. Self-awareness and body awareness. The ability to perceive one's anger at the moment and understand one's reaction to various situations involving anger. A person who understands the internal process associated with their experience with anger and have greater control over or higher anger self-awareness. The most important capacity for the effective anger management is increasing our awareness of anger, which creates options. With enough awareness, one can begin to see how to create an anger problem and manage the anger before it takes over. Self-awareness and body awareness continued. Body awareness is detect feelings in the body. Direct awareness, self-regulate, tolerate uncomfortable feelings or physical discomfortable. Remain steady, curious. Distinguish small differences of felt experience. Compare states so that one learns to know what a particular feeling means. Pausing, breathing in here, filling the lungs completely, hold for a second, and then exhaling slowly. Body relaxation, breathing from the diaphragm while systematically bringing your full attention to one point in the body after another. Relaxation, breathing and focusing on one subject. Focus on positive feelings. Positive feelings like thankful, joy. Focus on sounds from outside, calming music, brain wave stimulation. Others, walking or being productive like washing dishes or cleaning. Self-care and empathy skills. Empathy is a wish that a being not suffer. Self-compassion is not feeling sorry for yourself, complaining. Reduced stress and increases resilience and self-worth. Self-compassion is hard for some people because of feelings of unworthiness, self-criticism, or conditioning. Do not be hard on yourself. How to encourage self-compassion? Remember, the sense of being cared about by someone else. Think of someone you feel compassion for you. Think this into your body and change the feelings to oneself. Empathy skills include showing up, paying attention, not judging, or having fear or withdrawal. Mirror when appropriate. Track emotionals and be aware of face and eyes, sense beings and the surface and inquire. If your friend is sad, do not act happy. Remember, it is okay to think about your needs. Sometimes one needs to be strong with their communication. Saying no is appropriate to others' needs because one's own needs have to come first. Do not forget to communicate or on what is needed for oneself. Conflict resolution. Conflict does happen. This can happen due to lack of communication and affect relationship, change, gender, role differences, unsolved issues. The ways to deal with conflict and resolve conflict are recognizing the issues, selecting an appropriate time and place to discuss issues, have respect for one another, listen and focus on feelings, identify one's share of the problem, identify solutions, and choose the most reasonable one. Stress management. Stress and anxiety responses are threat or loss of awareness, and the response is automatic. Some of the ways to deal with stress: deep relaxation, exercise, organization, and time management. Having social support, time out from situations, redirecting attention, face the stress and anxiety, use coping statements, letting go and taking life one day at a time, and remembering that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Do not compare yourself with neighbor. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose and having the attention to focus on objects like breathing, feelings, images, or something else. Learn to automatically to be aware. A mindfulness exercise includes getting centered and relaxing your body, becoming aware of one's breathing, bringing back the mind when it wanders, and come back to breathe. Mindfulness gets better with practice.